myself, explain what I'm about, explain what I'm about to do, and do a little bit of showboating at the same time. Where to start? I just amazed myself a minute ago for the fact that I beat a Legends Wheels time. If you don't know what that is, that's a race at the very start of this map. It's just across the bridge from the garage. It's my main race to do. I focus on trying to beat my own score repeatedly until I can actually not beat it anymore. Sounds a bit one-sided and boring, but I really enjoy it. If there was a ghost mode, I would do it. But this car is my absolute babe. I baby this car, honestly. I absolutely adore it just because it is so fast. It is absolutely stunning how fast this thing goes 0 to 60 and then friggin' to 200 straight away. Like, you start any race and you are straight up on the front of the pack. Absolutely stunning. But really, this game caught me off guard. I thought it was going to be like a... I'm sorry to say, but Most Wanted definitely was not the best game to come out. I stopped being a racing fan after PlayStation 2. Because I was one of the massive players on Need for Speed Underground 2. So good. And had two of my favourite things, cars customization and drifting. I love to do both. I'm not particularly amazing at drifting, but I feel like I could hold my own in a drift contest. But the reason this game caught me off guard is because after Need for Speed Most Wanted came out on PlayStation 3 and Xbox, I thought that Need for Speed was done for, like Call of Duty. I'm sorry to burn you there, Cole, but Call of Duty started becoming good after like Modern Warfare 2 or something like that. I just gave up on playing it. But Need for Speed Most Wanted completely changed its aspect. It went from earning your way up a blacklist and friggin' crashing and drifting and stuff, and racing in like a silver BMW to like finding cars on streets or something. If you ask me, I think that's an absolutely ridiculous aspect to go for in a Need for Speed game, let alone Most Wanted. Most Wanted you wouldn't expect that from. Because I think I bought it for like £30 or something, played it, and sold it the same day. Personal preference, but I just just can't. It wasn't compelling. I didn't want to play that game because I found a convertible car and I was like, nope, not something Most Wanted would ever or should have ever done for a start. So I saw this come out and I was the fool. I bought the game. No, I was the fool at the start of the story, to be honest. I bought the game, started playing it, and I was just engrossed in it straight away. Like my playtime, I've played every single day since this game has been released. Whether that be for 10 minutes, 1 minute, 1 hour, a couple hours, I just love this game. Because it's got the best of both worlds. It's got the Need for Speed Underground and the Need for Speed Underground 2 mechanics, including the in-depth car customization, which I'm a massive fan of. If it can't be tuned, I don't really want to touch it. That's my kind of logic in this world for racing games. Which is why I couldn't really get into Gran Turismo. It had customization, but it mostly focused on performance of cars, not really the visual aspects, which killed me the most, because Gran Turismo was Gran Turismo 5 anyway was a really good game. But there's something I want to show you actually, guys. Something I'm not sure many people have discovered yet, and it's to do with the Nissan GTR Premium 2015 version. Now, if you don't own the car, I recommend it. If you own it, you must just be as cool as I am. It is just... I can't explain it. No words come to mind. Why can't I go in my garage? That would help if I could go in my garage. Thank you. See, and I just caused collateral damage to the street because you wouldn't let me in the garage. Thank you, Amy. But yeah, this Porsche is absolutely stunning. It is amazing, the speed and the style of it. It's just a shame that not many people own it. I've only seen like 1 or 2 versions of it since I bought the game.
Oh, okay.
It's really... Now this, you'll notice soon as I go onto the performance menu.
Okay.
There's something off about the stats.
Yeah.
Look at the 0 to 60. 166. Absolutely ridiculous. And it's only because instead of going to the very end turbocharger, you pull one back and you get that instant minus, like, what is it, 9-second speed boost? 10-second speed bonus to the 0 to 60. Now, it's not really that helpful in a long straight, but it will help you kick off from corners and get ahead of the pack when you're in the beginning of the race, which is what I love about it. It's just the fault in this car is the fact that it loses speed dramatically when drifting. I don't know how to control it. Like, I've changed nearly every stat on the performance list and I can't seem to balance it so I have enough push off from a drift. But what I haven't yet tried is to go to try and go grip on the car. That's one thing I've just thought of actually. Why didn't I try grip? But already, like, it looks nice there and it drives nicely there. It's just lovely. Thank you for trading paint. It's just the fact that it doesn't have to get up and go. Like right now, my Porsche 911 Camaro would be at like 200 on that straight at the end, but this thing was still at like 160. So it's really disappointing. This car's got a nice engine. It handles really nicely. Like, it's one of the easiest cars to get into a drifting state. Like, you tap L2. Well, I'm playing PlayStation, so tap L2 and it will just automatically slip like that. I'll do it on this corner at the end. I'll wait and I'll press L2 now. It'll just like softly move into a drift. And that's what I love about it. It may just be a combination of the tyres and the sway bars I've got equipped, but honestly, I just commend this car just because of its tight turns and its amazing kickoff from a corner. I'd say it's almost like a fail-safe car. Like, this car is a fail-safe in itself for its acceleration. Let's give it a go. What I'll do is I'll give the Nissan 2015 a go on here. Then I'll get my Porsche and I'll run the same race and you'll notice the difference. It's visibly different. But I can kick ahead of the pack and I'm already not even halfway across the bridge yet. But I can, like, look how long it takes to get to 200, which is really disappointing. And I knew for a fact they were going to do something about it as soon as I upgraded the car maximum. Because, like, a month later after I did that, Nissan GTR Premium 2017 version came out. I'm not gonna lie, I squealed a bit when it came out, so I was like, oh my gosh, have they just revamped the car and just completely changed the stats? I was kind of worried as to if they either lowered the stats or they just fixed the driving on it, the handling. But I've got to say I'm not impressed, to say the least. It's disappointing because the visual customizations are so limited, and I hate that. I'm a tuner to the heart and I can't stand cars that I can't put much on. If I can put a bumper on both rear and front and canards and everything on it and side skirts, you know, then I'm happy, and all the fenders and stuff. But if you give me the choice of having a bumper or a splitter, or a bumper and a diffuser, and like 3 types of spoilers, I will not agree with your car. But I'm also one of those guys who puts a spoiler on nearly every sports car he owns. and I think it's just force of habit from the Need for Speed Underground 2. And what I'm also not impressed with, or well, not really also, because I can't really pick many faults with this game, but I've got to say I'm disappointed that I can't see a single Audi or Chrysler in this game. There's three cars I would kill to see in here. I'd want to see the Chrysler 300 from the Midnight Club series. I'd want to see the Nissan 357Z with the 4.2 litre engine from Need for Speed Underground 2, and I want to see the Audi TT Quattro 4.2 litre engine, because those three cars, they make me drool from time to time. They are absolutely stunning. Most people disagree, but something about them, I think with the Nissan 357Z, it's just nostalgia, because as soon as I got that on Underground 2, I was like, it was just astounding. But I'm going to go ahead and kick the race up again with this car, and you'll see the massive difference in speed and cornering, supposing that no cars come and crash into me, because I've noticed that's a massive thing in this game, is the friggin' cars. It's always nighttime in this game, which doesn't really bother me, but other people who have different opinions have said to me that it kind of annoys them because it's not really much visually different. But Need for Speed Underground 2 was the same, I'm fairly sure. I can't really remember the daytime cycle on that. But like, this car just shoots off. It's amazing to watch it. It sounds good, it handles so well when the stats are right. Just look at that, 200 already, and counting, 210 already. Honestly, if you don't have this car, you're not going to get very far once people discover that this car is probably one of the best, if not the best car in the game. If you have the stats right, and you've got level 70, and you've got all the engines and upgrades and stuff, you are going to dominate with this car, honestly. Hate to throw like a cheat code at you, but that's the thing. This car is honestly the best car in my opinion, because I've not found anything faster than it, and there's very limited cars that I have left to try. Because I've always bought a car when I've got bored of my other one. I've bought it, upgraded it, done everything I can to it, and then tested it to see how fast it is in this race. I don't know why I choose this race. It's just so simple, and it's got such nice corners, and the layout of the circuit's really good. But I find there's a good ghost lap thing to try. Highly recommend this car though. Look at that, like 114, 115 exactly. Somehow the seconds kept counting even though I passed finish line. That is awful. But I don't know about you guys, but I could definitely see the difference in the quality of the car. I love the Nissan, but honestly this takes the trophy for speed, handling and all sorts. This guy following me? Try and keep up, mate. I want a challenge in this game. I'm not being challenged by the computer. I've yet to find a player that's actually pushed me to my limit. Usually it's a player that gets ahead of me for one lucky second or so, and then I'll just overtake him. I really want a challenge. I want someone or like a group of people I can race against, where I'm gritting my teeth out of sheer like concentration to try and beat someone. Like I already left the other guy in the dust, so it's not really a challenge. But I haven't been challenged, and it's what's losing this game's popularity for me, is the fact that the computers could not have the difficulty changed. Their catch-up feature isn't really working, in my opinion. And I mean that's really the only bad, even if that, things I can say about the game. It's just its AI. It's too easy to beat. And with the amount of players that are around it, like I'm in competitive right now, and I don't think I've been challenged to a race yet. I haven't been challenged to a quick race, and I haven't been challenged to an actual in-game race. So I'm kind of steering towards people only click competitive because they want to see cars. I don't know, maybe that's just me, but I honestly, I can't see anyone, and it's really disappointing. I want someone that's going to keep trying to race me, and I want to be one of the people that where if you join a session, they'll see my avatar, they'll be like, is that him? Like, not to sound massively big-headed, but honestly, I want to verse someone who's gonna beat me. Like, I don't want to sound like an absolute douche that drives his Porsche around the streets at night when he should be sleeping for work in the morning. I just want to be a racer where everyone's like, oh, okay, maybe I'll challenge him next time when my car's better or something. Like, I want to be a milestone for someone. I want to be an objective for someone to try and beat. Because I've been playing this game every day since it came out, ranging from 1 to 10 minutes to an hour to a couple hours. And I know these streets nearly like the back of my hand. Still, to this day, Grand Theft Auto 5 is the map I know off my heart, and San Andreas. Both those games are the only games I know the map off by heart. I feel like it's going to be Need for Speed in a few weeks. I really want to be able to drive around and know where I'm going. Like, right now I only really know this area. Like, if I get the map up, right now I only know this area. I know it to a heartbeat. Like, you tell me where a race is, I'll go to it straight away. But, there's a race, actually, that I wanted to race people in, but no one can manage to keep up. And is it this one? Yeah, on the Dream Team. It's the final race in the game, and you go against, I think it's every racer that you've ever been against. It's like a 16-man race or 12-man race or something, and you go against all the main racers. Like, you go against a boss from Red Devil, you go against all the story characters and such, and it's really good fun. Like, I'll purposely slow down to keep up with the pack because it's such a nice vibe, just like street racing with a bunch of people. But it's something I can't really have in this game because you either get the one guy that just wants to race and not be a part of any type of group or anything, you want to start with him, or it'll be the douche in the Lambo that crashes into the side of you because he likes your car. Like, it's those two types of people, and everyone needs to be honest with themselves. Lamborghinis in this game can't beat nothing. Do you know how many Lamborghinis I've beat in, like, the Nissan? Like, I reckon I could beat them in Nissan Micras, because the Lamborghinis, you either get them so they're not that fast, or you'll go against some that just go so fast they crash into a wall. Like you're playing Midnight Club Los Angeles all over again. It's ridiculously funny. But, that's me done for now. I just wanted to give, like, a little showboating process, and, some pros and cons to this game. And overall, just get myself out there. I just want to know what I play this game for, and, what really gets me going in this game. But, that's everything for now. Let's park up nice here. And, thank you all for watching. I'll see you later.